And we are back. Welcome to NAB Show Live. We are at the Blackmagic booth, one of the most popularly visited booths at the NAB Show every year. And it's certainly proving true because it is packed and we're on the third day, so I'm really surprised at that. This is Bob with Blackmagic. How you doing, Bob?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you taking time out of this busy schedule, huh?
Well, you know, it's always a beehive of activity here, and we're happy to spend the time here live.
How's the show been for you so far?
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, really, Sunday was very strong, and then the last 2 days have been even stronger in terms of numbers. A lot of people that came the first day came back with questions, which is what you want, and we're getting that across all the product lines. It's great.
I'm asking everybody, how many years have you been to NAB?
Yeah, so every year since 1993, and 2 of them in the 80s, so a lot.
That's pretty much since I was born, so you definitely got me beat by a few years there.
Yeah, I was doing that math earlier, and I said, oh, that doesn't make sense. Oh, boy, that is a lot. Okay, that happens, yeah.
And Blackmagic's been here for how long, too? Probably close to that?
Well, Blackmagic, I guess, started in early 2000s, 2002-ish, somewhere around there, but some of the products that they've purchased over the years have go back to the 20s, like the Syntel scanner Syntel was founded in 1927.
That's incredible. Now the Blackmagic booth is probably one of the most highly anticipated booths for people who are watching online and not able to attend in person. So give us the whole rundown. Where should we start for NAB 2023 with Blackmagic?
Sure. We're over by the Resolve section, so I'll start there. So DaVinci Resolve 18.5 beta release went out Sunday rather, so people can download that and play with it. The full release will be at the end of the summer, but we have tons of new workflow help in all of the tabs, including a cool thing in the edit page where you can actually highlight text and turn it you highlight the audio, turn it into text. So
wow.
It gives you the subtitling or closed captioning, and then you can edit, to the word and search words and find those clips. It's very cool. There are a lot of other features that we put in there. We have new switchers, live production switchers, a 4K version of our our ATEM television studio model. That's an 8-input 4K switcher. Then we have a 4ME 40-input Constellation 4K. So that was another one that was good. On the camera side, we have a new the Ursa 12K OLPF, which is optical low-pass filter. That got Netflix certified, so they can use that when they shoot those films. But we also added a feature in software to our pocket camera so you can shoot vertically. So
wow.
You shoot vertically. You shoot vertically, and then you can also upload straight to TikTok from Resolve and those kind of things. So it marks the file so it knows not to turn them horizontal when you go to edit them. And you can do it right or left-handed. It knows. It's got a gyro in there. So it knows how to orientate for that. And look, I mean, I'm an old guy. I like, wider stuff, but I understand it. And so we adapt to everybody, and that's part of that. We added some new network storage docks. We actually are showing, speaking of Syntel, the new 8mm gate for Syntel film scanner. So it does 35, 16, and now we're going to do 8mm film scanning, which is cool. And we added some new deck link cards to do SMPTE 2110. So, we turn internet signals into video, and we have, a few products on that line. We basically touched across all of our product lines, adding new things.
Sounds like it.
And it's been great to see the reaction, because some announcements were made ahead of the start of the show, some were made on Sunday, and we're getting a lot of good feedback from customers, which is why we like to come out and see everybody, and that's been really cool to come and interact with everybody back in person again, and this one feels really normal.
Yeah, that's certainly a lot to take in there and a lot to see. What do you think has been the most popularly visited section of the booth today?
Right, the cameras always get a lot of attention, but Resolve definitely has attention. It's got the theater, it's got multiple stands, it's always there, but because Resolve sort of transcends all of our areas, right? So even if you're using the cameras, you're using Resolve. If you use our live production switchers, you're probably using Resolve too. So it kind of goes throughout everything. It's the hub of our whole universe.
Yeah, you have some presentations going on over there. Is that all on DaVinci?
Yeah, that's all DaVinci. Different sections of DaVinci are being done by different folks, and they've been crowded all 3 days.
Now, what are you most excited for with the future of Blackmagic?
Well, the thing about Blackmagic is there's always something new. And like I follow us on Twitter to make sure I don't miss anything.
Stuff you don't even know about, huh?
Well, something you don't know, and then occasionally like an update to software will come out overnight, and you get in and like, oh, cool, all right. And I think that's the thing that we never stop developing, we never stop searching to find ways to help everybody.
And we talked about vertical video, and it's just crazy to hear that from Blackmagic and some of these huge names in the industry. Well, how do you feel about that and landscape video being
right? I mean, I understand the need for it, especially with those platforms, right? What are you going to do? The platform's established for that. People use the platform, therefore you should give them the tool to use. Now, it's, I guess we're going to see more people using pocket cameras for TikTok or whatever. But it's an accommodation that you can make. And philosophically, for me, it's not really the way I don't pull my phone out like that. I pull it like that. But that's just me being old or whatever. But I think that goes to show that we realize that it is a market that we address, right? So we should accommodate it if we can, and we were able to, and we're happy to do so. It doesn't mean that we've abandoned landscape.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. Now, what else can you share with us before we head out today?
Well, I think that one of the things I like to tell everybody is that we have some great videos online that show up the new products. So spend the time, watch those, because you'll probably learn some things you didn't realize that were there. I mean, one feature in Resolve is a new thing called Relight. Relight, so we shoot this, and then later we realize there's a shadow on you. We're going to take a light, and and it does a 3D textural mapping, so it knows where to put the light to actually get the...
Is that using AI?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's using our advanced neural engine, which uses AI to do the mapping, and then we can relight the scene.
That's definitely a big trend I've seen at this show this year, AI. Is that something that you've seen as well?
Yeah, I mean, we've been using it for a while on different things. This year we have some good examples of it solidly, like the audio to text, right? That's definitely AI, and it's done in our engine to do that. And this relight is the same thing. You need to convert things to 3D mapping in order to do that from a 2D image. So you need sort of predictive things, and that's what the AI does, rather than us trying to figure out each way to keynote, right? You don't want to have to keyframe everything. You want it to just know, and that's what it does.
Yeah, it's really cool to see some of that stuff happening there. Now, to learn more about Blackmagic Design, how can we get in touch?
You go to blackmagicdesign.com and follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, you can't forget that. See, you're with the times.
That's right.
All right, thank you so much, Bob, for joining us here. We will be back in a moment live from the NAB show.